took on the physical responsibility just like I'm doing with my boys, but I never forgot. I get pregnant on my own. Some of these females be like, I'm mama and daddy. Okay, girl, go off, sis, because I'm not going to do that with y'all. I'm not going to try to be mama and daddy. I'm not trying to play a two-parent role. I'm one parent. And as God leads me, that's how I'm going to take care of mine. But, yeah, he be running and stuff like that, or has been running, and probably, honestly, could still be running, even with her being over there, like, or being wherever she is. I don't know. She might have been smart enough to get away from his ass, and she might have been smart enough just to say, I'm not gonna be around mom. I don't want to say smart enough when it comes to me, because baby, I don't think you're smart or wise for you to be anywhere away from me. But God knows, and God knows best. But she might just be one of those ones that be like, I don't want to be around my mom or my dad. I know where I want to be at, and this is where I want to be, and where I need to be, and this is what I need to get done or whatever. And so that's why I'm like, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I know you didn't allow my child to come here for her to be just, snatched off this earth. I'm talking about snatch. I ain't talking about when God calls you home, but snatched off this earth prematurely or anything like that. You know, I carried her in my womb. God knew her before she was in my womb, before He formed her in my womb, and she got saved. She gave her life to God at 8 or 9 years old. So and sometimes that does mean that, okay, well, she gonna do the right thing, but sometimes, but just seeing the dreams that I seen, and that's why I'm just saying, Lord, please give her extension after extension, to get it right, and just to, live life, and get to a point where she can realize, hey, shoot, certain stuff don't matter. I try to, let her know material stuff do not matter like that, especially if it's just gonna be piled up in your house. You can only wear one at a time of you got some of the same thing. That stuff don't matter. I'm talking about them Jordans and them shoes and stuff like that. But I hope and pray that she comes into that realization, and just other things. I pray for my daughter. Like, y'all don't even understand, baby. I love mine, and I'm thankful. I am grateful. Even grateful. Hopefully, I see her again. Not just on the other side, but on this side, and it's like, I'm thankful to even have just known my child. Like, a parent shouldn't have to say that. Like, I know my child and I'm still interacting and involved. But I submit it to God, and leave it at that. I just don't want the enemy trying to take my child's life prematurely, especially on behalf of what on this end is her so-called daddy and his mammy and whoever else. But for me, even myself, don't want her life cut short because of anything that I did or didn't do. So, it's real out here. It's rough out here, and I'm ordering off of her account today. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that as a, I do that because it was a deal on there. I don't do that as because I'm trying to become her or connect with her or anything like that. Because I just don't. To me, that's weird type of stuff. I'm not knocking nobody who does it, because I know that God can allow certain comfort, but I really do feel like you got to be really careful with that type of stuff. Um, Wait a minute. But I really feel like you got to be careful with that type of stuff, because you don't know what type of spirits you're connecting to, picking up or whatever. But I'm about to end this video because my phone only holds so much. But I'm smiling. I do one thing, know what type of kid. Well, I know what I tried to instill in my children. I ain't saying everything perfect, but I'm not saying it ain't next to it. Because I know the God that I submit to and surrender to, and gave my children to early. Now, my daughter did the outward thing and actually got saved, and I just feel like, and her so-called dad didn't show up and all that, whatever. I'm not going into them details, but I feel like he still want to try to connect to her because she's a young person. Oh, how you learn how to have a relationship with God, as opposed to him? He used to wear Jesus earrings, and he put pictures in his phone with praying hands, and I was like, what are you doing? It was just like trying to make it. He got a Jesus head tattooed on his arm and stuff, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to snap my nose up at people who doing that, but because like I said, I know that God can. Hey, at least they're trying to acknowledge me. I got a Jesus tattoo on my back, with Jesus on the cross, and I wish I didn't. The tattoo looks really good, but I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't have it on there, because that's not what it was. And at the time, I did have a what I thought was a relationship with God and definitely dedicated my life, but I wasn't walking that thing out. I was still living worldly, and even if it was the furthest away from what worldly looks like, it was still worldly. So that tattoo didn't make a difference. No Jesus earrings are gonna make a Jesus head earrings when we don't even know who he looked like anyway. The earrings was nice though. I bought them for the most part. His mama gave me like $10 on it because I ain't have enough money, but them things was nice, and he lost them. And that's when I'm like, oh hell no, ain't no way. I'm out here buying people expensive stuff and this that. You must be out your damn mind. So anyway, and so yeah, he went on and skedaddled a little bit, which that's fine with me. I just want my daughter in one piece. I want her mind right, I'm praying that God, keep her in her right mind, because she was already calling me something that she doesn't usually call me, and I mean it's still close to, but it wasn't it. I'm like, the devil be bound, baby. And like I said, when I was younger and I went to my so-called dad's house, my so-called mom said, I came back saying, calling her something different too, and was influenced by that. And I'm like, you're gonna be influenced by whatever environment you in. But it didn't sit well with her, and that don't sit well with me. Like, it don't sit the greatest, because she's not calling me nothing awkward, but it's just not her. It's not what I know she usually calls me. So it's like she knows who I am, but she's like, I don't know if it seemed like she was kind of scared to go there since she's been gone. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna try to read too much in it, but to God be all the glory, and that's what I'm gonna leave it at. I'm going to upload this video, and I will holler at y'all later.